Slay. It's time to slay. It's time to slay. Oh my gosh, guys, the stream has just started. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships, Nova and Ryan. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys are so nice. And welcome one, welcome all to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you are all doing well today, or at least somewhat decent. Yes. And today we are back playing Slay the Princess, because I've been thinking about this game all week. I need to see what happens next. God. Saturn Slay. Amazing. Oh my gosh. So, I guess without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Another thing of beauty. The opening screen, the menu, the smell of my own homemade pizza just wafting up to my nose. I hope it tastes okay. It smelled kind of weird when it was baking, so I hope it's all baked through. Maybe it's not actually done. I don't know. I'll leave it for now. I'll leave it for now. Maybe I should text my brother, because I told him he could have some, just to warn him. Might not be cooked all the way through. I put it in for like 20 minutes though, so I'm surprised it didn't cook. Middle looks underbaked. All right, there we go. So. Yeah. Let's load up the game. I think this was the last thing that we did. So I think, yeah, last time we let Ghost Princess possess me. That was the time.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. And the basement, I'm not going to get into it this time.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
A new adventure awaits, indeed. Let's see, what should I say? Viva la revolution. That's the spirit. Narrator.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
This narrator.
You'll find the princess within.
Man. Oh, interesting. So far, we haven't had any inner monologue dialogue with the hero's voice.
The air is stale and musty.
Interesting. So you would have jumped in by now. Billman Jones, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Thank you for paying someone star tax.
The blade is your implement.
The blade is my implement.
Right.
Let's just go right in.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place.
Oppressive.
It feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Indeed.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Is hypnotized.
Oh, there's the voice of the hero. He just hadn't made an appearance yet.
Here once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing
Yeah, Akari will have to stay a tax evader, sadly. Yes. Just checking in. Ooh, I can. Should I lie? I saw a comment on the last VOD saying, hey, like, an interesting path would be to, like, go down without the blade and then, like, backstab her. And then you have to, like, rebuild her trust or something. That'd be interesting.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd...
It's interesting, though. Now that I know that it's all about perspective, if I go into this knowing that I'm lying, that changes something.
You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a
The
gamble.
narrator knows that I'm lying.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Yes. Rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and
Deception. I know. I know.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot right.
We are focused on the pretty girl.
I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Oh, no.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains.
I bet you're not even a star, are you? How dare you? How dare you question my origins? Did you not see my lore video? That took several years to make. Oh, God.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, look, narrator, I'm just trying to get her guard down, you know?
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
I don't avoid StarTex, though. StarTex is fan art. Nice.
For you to even imagine.
Oh, you did make fan art of me? Ah, that's... Oh, my God. Oh, that makes me happy. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate
I
that.
don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here.
Game's a bit quiet. Okay, let me...
They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
How's that? How'd that? Let me know. Oh, it's your profile picture? Hold on. Your profile picture is kind of tiny. Let me see. Hold on. I have to look very closely. It's so tiny. I can't see it. I'll look later, but thank you. Thank you.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Dot.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Like, if that doesn't work, just cut my arm off,
If we
you
were
know.
stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Yep.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Nah, man, I want to be complicated. I want to do things my way. Unorthodox and silly. It's the Storiesofstars way.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Sorry, girl.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Is this like the only option? Does she always just like gnaw her own arm off? Is that like the only option to getting her free?
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Oh, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining.
The blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
How did it poof here?
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Ooh.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged,
Poor thing's got
self-inflicted wound on the
blood
princess's
over her
arm,
mouth.
just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Ow.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Wee.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
What?
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
She didn't.
She smiles
Dazzling
softly
pants.
as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling?
She's
after
just so
everything?
chill. It's like, yeah,
It's like
just
she's
lost
even
my
bothered
wrist,
by
just
what
lost my
happened.
entire hand, you know. Just your typical Saturday.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Just time just to watch arm gnawing, I see. Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Ooh, ooh, oh, that's interesting. I can't warn her anymore. That is my only option to slay the princess. Bro.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart.
Ah!
But she's fast. She ducks to the floor,
Oh.
your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
Maybe.
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
I hope not. Or I hope so.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging
We're
it under her
fighting!
ribs, aiming directly.
Ah!
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your
Slay!
flesh and sinews with ease. You collapse to the floor,
Ooh.
your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness. Dress
Well, that didn't go so
stained
well.
in red, as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric.
Huh.
If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right?
Well, it is.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
It's over.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
I died. The witch. Ooh. Careful. She's a man eater. Da, 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 da,
And at the
da.
end of the path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
End of the world.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her. And that
I
she
did!
Didn't kill you.
I did!
Don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
The narrator has no clue what's going on. That or he's very good at acting.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure.
Voice of the opportunist. Ooh, okay.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess.
Yes.
We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Right. Of course.
A warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
To slay or not to slay, that is the question. She's a maniac on the floor. And she's slaying like she never slayed before.
Don't worry, you can trust us to get the job done.
Oh my god. Oh, too funny.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots.
Whoa.
The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
How does the cabin always look the same on the outside, but the inside looks so different?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you
So
want to do this
different.
right. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door.
I gotta look at the mirror each time.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at
The
least it'll be a
mirror.
mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward
And it's
rub
gone.
your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you
Why
know
is
how
it
ridiculous
gone?
you look right now. You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Pew, pew, pew. Poke, poke, poke. Poke, poke, poke. Poke, poke, poke.
Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
No, I don't have a weapon. What?
That's not actually a bad idea. The door
By
to the
becoming
basement
tree, the
creaks
cabin
open,
is
revealing
telling
a
you to
staircase
leave.
dug into the
Gone
muddy
like
earth below.
yesterday.
The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks
Oh
of
my
tangled
goodness.
hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive
Stories
maw
is the weapon.
waiting to swallow you up.
I
into
was
the
shucks.
earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick,
Dirt and
wet,
copper.
as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath.
Ew.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Can I leave, actually? I'm not nasty!
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little
Oh,
footsteps.
the
coming
text is going off the screen.
I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Ooh.
She must have you confused with someone else.
She absolutely does not.
She seems friendly enough.
She seems friendly enough. Voice of the opportunist, you're not that bright, are you?
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task
Can't we
is
just
to
banter
slay
between the three of
princess,
us?
not
All in my
endlessly
head.
debate about what to
I
do
think that'd be
with the
fun.
princess.
And not slay the princess.
Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
That's a tail.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom.
Interesting.
She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright.
In
and
conversation,
glaring from amid
she
the thick
spoke
woods.
just like a baroness.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
And what if I am?
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each
Do
other.
stars have tails? I mean, shooting stars do, I guess. Is that what you would call it? Like my hair, for instance. You know, the little yellow parts behind the clip? Would that be a tail of a shooting star? Stars with tails are comets. Yes, comets. That's technically the correct word for it. Because technically, you know, stars, they are stationary for the most part. They don't move, which is why I'm a literal shooting star. Stars don't do what I do. Stars do not do what I do.
Oh no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yes, that's what we've been trying to tell you.
Pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning.
Call it, I tried to tell you and you're like, you haven't been here before.
Well, you seem to be great at it.
Bruh.
So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly
What is the narrator exactly?
I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Have some respect, she didn't fall, she descended. That's a nice way of putting it. That one time Stories had cat ears and a tail. Yep, I did do that. Yep, for sure, I did.
Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
Y'all know witness pizza face star.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground.
Oh, the
where
pizza
everyone's
face.
happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I do. I'm just bantering with myself and the demons in my head. Yeah, I get the sense that you're not happy with me. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. Leave her in the basement. Bye. That's so funny. But let's give her the blade.
You can't be serious.
I'm absolutely serious.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote.
No.
Blade is one of our
I don't
most
care, voice of
valuable
opportunist.
assets.
This is
Give
my
it to
route.
her.
I'm trying to
Gotta
find
use it to
all
kill
the
us.
different versions of the princess. Shut up.
As do I. I abstain. You abstain.
That's like, I don't want to be part of this. This isn't a this is a silly idea. No, this isn't a democracy. We're giving her the
Don't get
blade.
Everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do.
Yes.
You toss the blade at the princess's feet.
Hi.
She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
You hear a clanging of metal against the dirt floor, and the chains fall from the princess's wrist.
Oh wow, that wasn't on at all.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart. It's a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now. Luckily for us,
Maybe.
you're not her. Oh, we sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say
Wait,
next,
I was 2 frames?
better make it count.
Wait, I was 2 frames? What? Oh, wait, no, you're recall. I thought, don't scare me like that. I thought I was 2 frames for a second, but no, you're just recollecting, recalling back to when I was stories of 2 frames per century. Yes, I will never forget those times, not in a good way.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
I don't know. Remain silent. If you're like someone I know, you're probably gonna kill me. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you and feel like this is the only way to do so. We are both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. You want that? I don't. We can be better than this. That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regret it. So now it's your turn to choose.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
What else would I do?
She buries the blade in your heart.
Girl!
No, come on, that's not right. I told you. I
Man.
told you this is what she was going to do.
Kitty Star vibe's the best vibe.
Dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Oh.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Thorn. Wait, Chapter 3?
You're on a path in the woods. Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add,
Wait,
I
what?
voted against.
Wait, we got to a Chapter 3? What?
But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point
Voice
giving
of
her
the
blade was to
cheated.
break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway. I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us though, right? We're back here, which means that
What the
everything's
heck?
fine, or fine adjacent. Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things.
This is wild.
You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and
What
give
happened
it
to the
another
forest?
try. Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
Yeah, we don't care.
Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged.
We
Doesn't
all
even
know
matter
the
if
game
she's
is
nice this
rigged.
time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other. Great, so you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure.
Several times, actually. Well, I know more than most of these characters do.
You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
This place is different. It keeps changing.
Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn, likely means her influence is spreading. Someone's in the know. I've had enough of these annoying little
Interesting.
secrets. If you want us to do this, you have to let us in on your game already. All of your game.
Oh.
I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think about her.
Well, that's gonna be hard. We're even now. I'm sure she understands that, but we can see what she has to say for herself when we get to the cabin. Screw the cabin. What happens if we just leave?
She gets out is what happens. Maybe not right away, but eventually. And a world that's doomed tomorrow is just as bad as a world that's doomed today. I'm not sure I buy that. Everything has to end eventually. If it takes years to get out of there and supposedly end the world, then we've bought everyone that time, and all without having to murder anybody in the process. Not that she's innocent, but murder is unpleasant, and
Murder is unpleasant.
it could be a better
I
solution
concur.
for everyone. You're here to permanently end
One of these
the
voices is going to tell Nair to shut up.
You're not here to temporarily postpone
I
it.
agree. I can't wait for that to happen.
Yes, good. Playing both sides. That's what smart people do, and you're the smartest in the room.
Look at that. Thank you. Finally, someone sees how smart I am. I am the smartest in the room. I'll take it.
I'm not sure it counts as playing both sides if people can hear you doing it. Buddy, you're thinking in far too few dimensions. There's layers to doing this right, and I'm pretty sure the one making the choices gets that. Trust in the plan.
The one making the choices. Me? That's a little
Trust
too...
in what plan?
That's a bit too much fourth wall breaking here.
The decider's plan. Sure, we don't know what the plan is yet, but that's part of the whole trusting thing, isn't it?
Trust the
good leader
process.
knows how and when to keep things secret, and sometimes
As long as
a
that
good
room only
leader
has
even
you in
knows
it.
to keep things
Bro!
secret from himself.
How dare you!
We'll see what she has to say for herself.
How dare
Don't
you!
forget that whatever she says is likely just as much lies as what he's been telling us. We should keep our cards close to our chest. If I were you, I'd remember what she's done. You know how dangerous she
That's
is.
amazing that this
should know that
guy
someone like her
who voices the
shouldn't be
narrative
let loose
voices
upon the world.
every other voice of like of a bus that's in our head. That's crazy. Like the way like it's all so similar, but like the different intonations and like the feeling behind each voice is so distinct. It's awesome. Oh, Bubba the Great, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. You seem to be taking the whole looping thing in
What
stride.
do you want me to say? It's bad that you've been here before. It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. You've already failed twice.
At least twice. I'm sure I've died at least 10 times.
So you knew this could happen.
Yeah, you knew this could happen?
Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it.
Interesting.
Great! Not even he really seems to get what's going on. If the guy who goes around acting like he knows all the rules doesn't even know how this works, what's the point in listening?
Yeah, exactly.
Then we can all move on. And forget what I said about failure.
Oh no, I'm gonna remember.
It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world, at least. It sounds like you've probably doomed a couple of others already.
Maybe.
I need to stop thinking.
Maybe.
Happy thoughts.
I'm done with this. Bye. No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in that cabin. Let's proceed this through.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point.
Interesting.
I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. You know what you have to do.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once
What
stood
the heck?
here. Charred wood still reeking
And the
about.
mirror is just front and
But beneath
center.
it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right? There's supposed to be a
Ooh, there's
pristine
no blade.
Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
And how is it supposed to work?
Make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different.
How do we even get down there? The only thing I see is that mirror.
You're right, the mirror is back. There isn't anywhere for us to go. But there isn't a mirror.
What do you mean there isn't a mirror, narrator?
I still don't get his angle here. Seems like whatever we do, he's always going to say it isn't there. He's either a liar, or he doesn't hold all the cards. But I think we already knew it had to be one of those.
Mm-hmm.
So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror? I promise you there isn't a mirror, and there isn't a door to the basement. The entrance is more of a burned out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room. Do you really not see it?
No, I see a mirror.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. It went away when we touched it last time, not that this place always follows the same rules.
Yeah.
You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you?
Yes!
That can't be good. As if things weren't unpredictable enough. Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yeah,
Guess so.
That's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us. You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash.
Ooh.
The air still feels warm.
Interesting.
As if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished.
And flounders
Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going.
Yeah, really, dude.
There are only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade.
'Tis a flesh
I'm
wound.
sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
Hobbles.
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I want to figure out a way out of here for good. I don't know what I want. I never really chose to come here. I want it for you. I mean it. I just want to talk, really. Talk.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Nope.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
No, You're in a prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. If you still want to wallow in it, be my guest. Oh, I have 3 options to turn and leave. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you if you'll let me.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. Yeah. I'm in this time loop and I'm forgetting half the time. I'm in a time loop. I think we need to leave together.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
Because words
She's
are all
right.
we
There's
got.
nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is. It does feel like we're stuck until we do something. If there's even anything to do besides
In
make
Thorn's
things
Fields.
worse.
Oh god, it hurts.
We're not making things worse. I think she wants to trust us.
Maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything. All that counts is action.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
Ow.
Be damned! She really gave it to us. It feels like it's been so long since we've held real power in our hands. I wonder what we should do with it. We free
Do
her,
it for good.
obviously. It's the right thing to do. I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Besides, it would really stick it to him to free her.
Yeah! Stick it to the man!
Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
Wow, this opportunist really is super flip-floppy.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him. We've all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
The princess is just looking up at us like just disassociating while we're having this fight in her head. She's like, bro, I gave you the blade. Are you just gonna stand there now?
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
I just want the blade back. You're on your own. No, let's cut her free.
What a good idea. Let's cut her free.
Voice of opportunist, bro.
Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision.
This dude, I'm getting sick of the opportunist.
I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess. Even if he'll stick a knife in our back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side.
Nominally on our
Shut
side.
up for a while. See? We're all friends here, united in our actions and intentions.
Yeah, sure, of course.
United. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure, we're all friends. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm.
I like the little thorn crown she has.
And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. You're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
No.
Is that really all you've got, threatening us with an accidental misstep? I expected more from you. Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right, he's a bit of a nobody, isn't he? Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The
Bruh.
princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
I can't believe you're making me describe this mushy mess of a scene. How dare you make me feel things?
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
I did. I just really hate the people who put us here. Of course I did.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Damn.
You're getting desperate, aren't you? Even more proof that you can't actually do anything to stop us. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
I agree. Cut into the thorns. Step into the thorns.
As you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
Yeah!
Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? It feels so good to hear you say that.
Yeah!
You're admitting you've lost, and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's all I've wanted. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your
The cabin
last
door?
chance.
But wasn't that just like a doorway?
We've already made our decision.
There wasn't a door there.
We're living here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Step into your freedom.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
Yeah! I've never been so happy to be called an irredeemable murderer.
What do we do now?
I don't know.
Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
Oh. Excellent. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's gonna be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before. And you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Bruh. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. So, this is all going to work out. Finally. We're going places.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. I did make some adjustments to the text size, so I think that's why they're going off the screen. Whoa. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin. Hello again.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars! And there are people, I think. At least there were supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, Nothing can't exist.
My brain hurts. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator, or have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Maybe. That would make sense. When I find him, I'm gonna kill him. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
What am I? Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Alright. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Alright, we're back at chapter 1.
You're on a path.
Yes, nothing like an existential crisis in the middle of the night.
You're here
Heck
to
yeah.
slay her.
Okay, I'm actually just gonna... I'm just gonna change something here. Let's bring the text scaling down a little bit. There we go.
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
Blah, blah, blah.
While I appreciate, nevertheless, and before you causality, it's no unless.
Yep, and the world, blah, blah, blah.
Don't. Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important
Maybe there's
task?
like the little
Made it
misfortunes
this far,
one.
You might as well reach the end of your journey.
Ooh, that's an interesting take.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. Then eat. So sure, go talk to her. See how you make your way up the short path.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement. You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated.
Philosophy
by
really
an
boggles the
unseen
mind. It
light
really
in the room
does.
below.
My mind has been
This
boggled.
is an oppressive place. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No. Seal your nerves and step forward. Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
Can we, though?
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
I'm scared of myself. And what I could do.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
What if I'm just like a really good knife thrower?
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Are you sure she's not armed?
I'm positive.
She's gonna just pull a pistol out of nowhere. Yeah!
I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other? Then I'm not talking to you.
I squinted the princess while holding the blade.
I guess we are.
Guess we're an impasse.
For the love of everything, just slay her already.
No.
Or drop the blade. Do something.
No.
You stare at the princess, squinting fiercely. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Yes.
You'll have to blink eventually. Just make a choice.
The narrator and the hero's voice are just so done with my shit.
You
Right,
charge the
fine.
princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her
Oh!
own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red.
Oh, she
Better
had her
finish your
own
task
knife up
quickly
her
before
sleeve.
you run out of time.
Die. I'm just gonna die.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Oh.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like
Well,
she's convinced
not
she
enough to
can't
stop me.
die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The razor. Ooh. I will just simply pass away.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
I know, what amazing gameplay.
And
I
in the
just
basement of that
squint.
cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
End of the world.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk.
I will grandstand
The
about
life of a mere
morals.
princess
And pretend I have some.
Save us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She just had to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
It's a crock of shit.
You won't have to worry about that. The princess is
Oh
unarmed.
my god.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't.
Oh, that's so funny.
It turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Well, the voice that cheated
Calm
back.
down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
I was made for this job. Interesting.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes
The
to
language
be
so crude. Yes. How dare.
good. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Here
If
we
you're
go
back
with this
here,
one.
I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Morals? What's
We did
that?
exactly what you
What?
Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare. In which case, I shouldn't be held
This whole game was an
accountable for what
elaborate nightmare.
supposedly
I love it.
happened.
I was made for
Congratulations,
these
you've been given a
beans.
job to actually do this
Beans, what the fuck?
right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
All of my actions have some sort of consequence that I don't really exactly know
What do you mean?
what it
Of course there
is
weren't any consequences.
just
We
yet.
stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Consequence free.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of
Cussing
here.
of stars, yeah. As if that's the first time I've ever sworn on stream.
You
Wow.
realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this.
Totally.
That's the
Totally.
spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Let's talk about this
Just be
princess.
quick about it.
Let's just have a chat. Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods.
But it can't just
Don't
be a
overcomplicate
path in the
things.
woods. Is there not more to it than that? We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen
Like I
again?
said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling
I
me?
told you everything you need to know.
Yeah,
Going
but that's
into more
not
detail
everything,
just
though.
Overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
You didn't tell us about her knife last time.
Yeah, yeah.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time.
Bitch.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin. A warning before you go any further.
Yeah.
She will lie, she will cheat.
He couldn't be
Yada,
more
yada,
on the
yada.
money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't
It's
much
not
to see.
just a wall.
What are you talking
Not
about?
to me.
This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wait.
You reach forward and rub your hand, but there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone.
Man.
Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
I hate this
Are we really
place.
doing this without a weapon? You know she has one, right?
Once again, I'd like to remind you that she's unarmed. But you're right, this would be a lot easier if you had the blade.
Most Ryan there ever was. He was the
you know
most
what you're
Ryan of
doing.
Ryans. Why? Ryan health update still dead. What's happening? Ryan, why are you dead? Why are you still dead?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs.
What used to be stairs? They're definitely not stairs anymore.
And violently jammed into the wall.
Man.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it. The smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice
But
carries up the
his head is my
stairs.
head. You're all in my head.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There's like a metallicness to her
There's
voice.
something so wrong with that
So it
voice.
sounds tinny.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice.
DK.
She just wants us to get
Ryan's
close, to
dead.
let our guard
DK.
down.
Ryan's dead today.
Exactly. She sounds threatening because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Like I'm close to you, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you? Or do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that.
So yes, she does.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Oh, cheeky.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen.
Bruh.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that loop back to the start. Someone else has to remember. Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever
excuse
it is you
me.
think you're doing.
By the way, I should give you a pizza update. Actually ended up being fine. What I thought was actually just undercooked dough, it's grease. That's just straight up grease from the cheese. Tasty.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Yes.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first
Ah!
time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with
Greasy
violence.
pizza was
It's only
greasy.
inevitable. It's only going
Yes.
to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
I put on so much cheese. It was great.
What? No, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess.
Innocent
trapped here
princess.
For no reason.
Innocent.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her. She certainly feels threatening.
Just a little.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Why would you act like you can stab someone if you can't actually stab someone? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, narrator.
Do you know who has the capacity to quickly arm himself? You do. So stop second guessing yourself. Go upstairs, take the blade, and do your job.
No.
But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
He's an electrician, he's immune. Me too. Oh, it's a defibrillator. Amazing.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
No.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
Nah, let's just
We're
keep
still
this,
figuring
yeah.
out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way.
Self-deprecation!
I have my dignity. Fine, and we'll continue to treat you exactly how you
Self-deprecating
deserve to be
humor
treated.
is like some of the best humor. I mean, it shouldn't go too far, because, you know, I used to be really like self-deprecating humor a lot, or just straight up self-deprecating, but yeah, that's not really good for your mental health over the years. Yeah, but it's all about balance. You can give yourself a little humility and poke some fun at yourself, but just know at the end of the day, you are still you, and you are still as good as you can be. So you keep doing you and keep trucking along, and just, you know, be kind to yourself. That's what I am slowly but surely learning, day in, day out. I don't have a good weapon. Isn't that a sign of goodwill?
Yes, of course. Haven't you seen that I've only been nice to you since you got here?
Has she?
Has she?
Her words have been fine, but her general attitude's been weird and extremely suspicious. And I think that's what really
She's
counts.
funny.
This shouldn't even be a question. She absolutely has not been nice to you.
You're being so suspicious.
So rude of you.
Look at the
Passing
face.
strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious.
I'm a bird
coming down
face.
here, but doesn't know anything. He doesn't even have a knife for stabbing. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Well, if we're both honest with each other, I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time.
That doesn't sound like me. Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored?
I'm bored.
That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. In the way that matters. She's a prisoner.
I'm bored. Oh, yes!
In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting
Oh my
from her free
gosh.
arm,
What?
her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion.
Jump scare.
So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
Oh, wow. Okay.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance. At least for a moment. She looks down at them.
She's like,
something
oh,
between annoyance
shit,
and
I forgot.
confusion. And then she slices through her arm.
Well, we're dead.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. That won't stop us from trying. Run, 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 run.
It doesn't stop us from trying.
I wasn't exaggerating when I said she was running.
We're gonna try.
You couldn't hope to outpace. We don't make it, do we? No.
No.
You feel her blade in your back before you make it to the first stair.
I'm going to kill you now.
With a squeak, she does just that.
I'm gonna kill you now.
Everything goes dark.
Oh my god. Holy crap, that's great. Wow, we went from a jump scare to just,
On a path.
I'm gonna kill you now.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in the goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
I didn't expect that. Holy crap.
I feel
What?
dizzy.
What? Wait, what? We just jump cut to the cabin. How did the voice of the cheetah do that?
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
Who
How
owns
did
the
you do
cards
that?
Now? Who cares about cards? You're all acting like this is about winning
Oh,
and
the voice of the
losing. What's this?
contrarian.
Actually, about having fun. Is this fun for you?
Voice of the
Fun for me.
broken.
I don't like being sliced to
I
pieces.
don't like this.
So obviously you've already been here. How many times?
Well, in this iteration, this is the third time. If we're talking about all the other times, I cannot tell you.
This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
Is it though?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted.
I couldn't agree more. I don't like this.
Let's just stay focused, shall we?
No.
The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure. You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there.
Wow.
It would be difficult to slay
The voice of the
princess
cheetah
and
is
save
really
the
just
weapon.
taking on the forefront of the responsibility here.
And then we throw it out the window. What? That blade is the only edge we have. We are not. Too late, because we already did it, didn't we? Fortunately for the rest of you, and for me, and for the sake of the world,
What is? Okay,
Yes.
this is just turning into a clown show. What is happening?
that is horribly unfair. He shouldn't be allowed to just do things like that.
What, like you
You're the
have?
one who may just pick it up. See? You're not the only one who can figure out.
Wow, this is weird. Voice of what the fuck is going on? These voices when they've had
It's just to
enough,
make the best
honestly.
You're all so mad at each other. I'm just going to sit here quietly in the corner. You can be the ones to figure out what to do.
I'm the voice of the broken. That is just me.
So, you just want to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to?
Oh,
I'd
this
love
is
to
so
get started
good.
just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
That's so good.
Walk through the door. You do know what doors are.
What
right?
door?
But there isn't a door. It's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Bruh.
You make your way. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the.
Man, I can't like wipe away the mirror myself. Uh,
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. Creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. I can't say I was particularly invested in looking at it before, but now I really want to see what's in it. If it's so keen on hiding from us, whatever it has must be real good. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be
the voice of the hero is so tired.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately
Oh.
slippery ramp.
We're sliding down.
Quickly sends you skittering to the
Whee!
bottom.
As your body tumbles onto the basement landing, the form of the princess comes into view, wryly
Hello.
smiling at you from a distance.
Are you made of blades again?
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Okay.
And you still don't have a weapon. That's funny. That's a joke. I'm going to kill you now.
Yes, that was extremely silly of whoever did that. Probably a bad idea. That was you.
Bruh.
I know, I'm just trying to add some levity to this.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to be funny here.
Well, since all of this was your idea, how about you figure out how to get us out of it? Oh, guys like us don't get to make any decisions. You should know that. I decided to pick up that blade, and you decided to throw it out the window.
This is why we've already lost. Can't even stop bickering with ourselves. How are we supposed to beat her without a weapon? She's so sharp.
She's just made entirely of angles.
Your internal bickering
Oh
is
my.
cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat.
Ugh.
From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood.
Oh, she's a double
Empty flesh of
wielder.
Her arms flopping at her
Shit.
elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
I tried to tell that joke at a comedy club, but it didn't kill. Oh god. The game is playing itself, really?
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Yes.
Alright, I'm out of ideas. What we doing?
Oh, she's not even in chains right now. Well, we're fighting her, obviously. We're gonna appeal her authority, puff her up a bit. Assume she can't talk, so I'm not gonna let her. I'm going to let her not. I'm gonna go with not letting her stab us. We can dodge, right? That's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her. She's just gonna stab us immediately. We're panicking. All these ideas suck. Think of something better. Oh my god. We're gonna let her stab us and we're gonna have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. That's not how that works. That's absolutely not how that works. Flirt? Should I flirt? I can fix her.
Now that is an interesting move. Interesting? It's disgusting. No, don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
That's why we're gonna try with the power of love.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
Yes.
Of course we do. I'm into it. The one making the decisions is into it. Are you not? I don't think so. I don't know. I could go either way, honestly.
I hate this.
She doesn't want us.
I drank water at the wrong time. She doesn't want us. She doesn't want us. Oh my god. Holy crap.
You're just saying that because you want her to be into you.
I know. I thought I was being obvious.
How is this the best route so far? Holy crap! Give her the look! I didn't expect this to be comedy. I know you want to kill me, but has anyone ever told you how gorgeous you are? I just feel like I really get you. I like you. Romantically even. Maybe we can hash this out over a date. How about you buy me dinner before impaling me to death? What the hell? I hate all of these options. What should I do? Holy shit. The smolder! You give me no choice. You get the smolder. I can't really do it. Yeah, no. The smolder is not in my cards. I guess I have to give her the look.
Look. Yeah, the best flirts know how to flirt without saying anything. We just have to let her know, right? You flash the princess the look. And a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
It worked!
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like it too.
What?
I'll be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't it?
Wait!
kill you. But now we can both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
What? What?
Or not.
At least she likes us.
At least she likes
I've never been
us.
liked before.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you and skewers you. Ow.
Ow.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little
Oh my
bit?
god, this is so good.
Makes. She's even said as much. Oh, a new one of us.
Wait, who?
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
Did we die?
Nah, we'd know if we died. Right? You're on it. No, you're in it. Where the hell are you?
I don't know.
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
No.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? I don't actually know how to answer that question.
No.
I think he means how many times have we died? Yes. That. Oh, I've lost count, to be honest.
Too many.
I haven't. It's 4.
Oh, wow.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I
Well,
wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where
we just gotta
us
stack
better
all of
than
our
her.
personalities.
We'll win her heart eventually.
Oh, voice the smitten. Oh, okay. Welcome, dude.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay. Let's dodge. It doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your conscience leaps from life to life, holding on. Only snippets of the conflict transpires.
Just keep dodging. Just keep dodging. Just keep dodging.
Voice of the hunted.
Skewers you.
Ow.
What's the point of avoiding me if you're not going to fight?
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her hard.
Voice of the stubborn.
She skewers you.
Ow.
More noise isn't helping. It's just making it harder to focus. Just panic. Flee.
Voice of the paranoid.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes. We can't give up. We don't even have a weapon. Yeah, some clod threw it out the window. Again, that was you. No, I was just the clod who suggested it. And if I knew we'd be stuck here forever, I wouldn't have done it.
Bro.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad.
What is
Real
happening?
tough.
See? We lasted a little longer. Barely. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. Fine. One last time. None of this is working. Think.
Voice of the skeptic.
She skewers you.
Ow.
And then everything goes dark. And you die.
Chapter 4, The Empty Cup. We never made a chapter 4 before.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin. We'll take it from here.
We don't care, narrator. This isn't about you.
No steel claw, though. Was tossing it the only thing we've done that was permanent? That's a sick joke, universe. A sick joke. If it's gone for good, then maybe we never actually needed it. That's what I've been telling you all. We can do this without it. We're tougher than steel.
This is getting convoluted, honestly.
Mind over matter.
Is that all the voices? Did I just gather all the voices? You mean these Chaos Emeralds?
Who needs violence when you have love?
Bruh.
Who needs love when you've mastered yourself?
What?
Who needs anything? when we don't matter?
The broken.
Well, boys, are we ready? There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, leave it to the pros.
To the
Narrator,
pros.
we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Uh-oh.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to see how this ends. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
You would think, but...
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
I don't know.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Okay.
Do-do-do.
Ba-da-boo-boo-boo-boo. Narrator's just like, I have nothing to do. Me and my 12 mental illnesses can defeat this one stabby princess.
Are you gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Yes.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
No!
Holy shit!
She's absolutely divine.
Bro, what? Stop being so down bad.
Yes, behold the perfect one.
What?
Do you think we can throw her?
She's just like a blade, but like hundreds of them. Let's just yeet her out the window.
That looked painful.
Yeah.
How is she still alive? Heart's still beating. That's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake.
This is fake news.
Made up. I'd say we bow down to her right now if that ever even slightly worked for us.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
This line in particular, that is so Gavas Bettlecore right there.
We're screwed. I quit.
I quit. I'm done with this. Whoa. Okay, that's a lot.
What just happened?
Shut up.
It's so quiet.
What? Huh?
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
What? You do not act as the princess approaches, instead allowing her to crash against your form, and yet there's seemingly nothing for her to crash into, I'm assuming. Again and again she swings at you, but there's never really was a you to swing at.
This worked before. I was able to make you dead before.
She swings again, and this time she hits something, or something hits her. She looks down confused in terror as her arm bends and folds up upon itself.
Did you do that? It's funny if you did. You're nothing. You've done nothing to me, and I've done so much to you, and that's who we are. But it's like you're nothing now. You can't be nothing. If you're nothing, then what am I? Am I nothing too? No, I'm the one who hurts you.
She hurls herself at you, but as she does, her metal body bends outward as this the very contact with what you were repelling to her to the point of something. The text keeps going off the screen. The din of shrieking metal subsides and something small and delicate falls into your hand. It's her heart. It beats gently, calmly in your palm. Okay. Not another word is spoken. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Whoa. That was a lot. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the something. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. What? So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it?
What the
You needed
heck?
help, after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
What? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Destroy the mirror. I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design.
Oh.
This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
What? What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
What? Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris?
I do. People out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
What? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Oh. So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. And for all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Really?
Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
What is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
What? I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Prestige, I'm going to destroy her. I'm going to lie. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all this. I don't know what I want to do.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and ascent God, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. What the heck?
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Well, I guess we both awoken, I guess.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Missed me? I'm a little unquiet, but I don't really know what that means. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Shifting mound. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Yeah.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories, we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach. And you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it.
Ow.
On and on it goes until
Oh.
your bodies are not your thoughts or
It's the heart.
alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once. You learn to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to humble me, to show me how far I was from what I needed to be. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle meaning.
And even then, what we saw was not an ending. When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb.
A thought is a vine, and some thoughts
Oh,
nurture thorns
it's all
that
of
grow
the-
soul.
It's all
An
the
endless
princess
growth
versions that I
blocks your
found.
vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
Of course I helped you. I didn't want us to hate each other.
Then help me again. We are each other's liberation.
Your liver drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
I want that feeling back.
I've never left you. You just need to open your heart to me once more. A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers, cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they do not return it. I offer you a path to your redemption, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was used to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But without redemption, there can be no sin.
And without contrast, there can be nothing at all. To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. But even then, you remembered the impermanence of the material and watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing. To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things. Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence?
What would be torture?
It would. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same. To be permanent is to cease. To be paused is to be trapped.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Only have 3 options to slay the princess. I don't know what the answer is, but it has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you be free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Voice of the hero! Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Huh. Well, I have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Huh?
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Huh?
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Whoa.
Do you need me to describe things?
Are you becoming the new narrator? I like that, for all time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really mentioned the windows, did he?
No, he didn't.
There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it.
Yeah.
And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Yeah. This is just you and me. Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Was the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Yeah. I actually don't know how to feel about him being gone.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Mm-hmm.
The stairs.
Into the basement.
Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Yeah.
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
Yep.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Oh.
And
Oh,
there you are.
she's not even chained up.
Knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me? You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Let's sit. Hey. I don't want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
Too much responsibility, man. Are you the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out?
Huh?
What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
Would resetting it do anything to help them? The people out there? If you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer?
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
We're going to find ourselves back here eventually.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
We're talking about this right now. How do we know we haven't done this before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
Well, in this rendition, we've only done this the first time. If I played this again, well. How do you know that things won't end worse? What if I make my way back here, I'm different, and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty, and I still like you.
Oh. Well, there we go.
And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
Yeah, I guess. Is there any other way?
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
I don't want to forget you.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
We'd have to decide to do this every single time forever. Eventually something is going to be different. What if we change our minds?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
Oh, this isn't fair. I don't want to be here. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Before I make any important decisions, I'm going to save. And then we can see both endings. Or at least two endings. I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
You and me both. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
You blink, and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. The world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. A small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
Path and the woods outside are an empty canvas, but there's even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor. A world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. Push back and strain against it, and it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. And then the shattering. You are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
We really won. We're the house now. We get to make the rules. Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now. I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable. Lucky for us,
there.
forever to get over it. Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better. It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah? Yeah. We can do that.
We can do that. Oh my god. Insanity. Wow. you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's a track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the IU hitting H. You know what? I'm just going to take a picture of it with my phone because my keyboard is very much not within my reach right now. So. Alright, I guess let's return to the main menu. And then we'll load. I guess I believe in us.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
We are right at the beginning.
In the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Wow. Okay, wow. Okay. That was a lot. I wonder, well, there must have been another ending because we didn't let her free. So I wonder what happens if we let her free. That would be crazy. But I guess that's something you guys will have to figure out on your own. So go give this game a chance. Play it for yourself. There's so many endings I did not even see. So many princesses I didn't even meet. It's all about perspective. But hey, maybe if you guys are really adamant about it, maybe I'll play this one more time and get some more perspectives. But we'll see. We'll see. Well, for now, I think it's good to call it quits here. I do want to say, though, I was going to mention this at the beginning, but I forgot. In terms of the stream tomorrow, originally was planned for Tetris. I've come to the realization that I'm far too tired to do Tetris tomorrow. So I'm thinking I'm going to do it next weekend. Tetris next weekend when I actually have a full weekend to like do Tetris. So I'll do something else tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what I decide tomorrow. But yeah, Tetris Endurance next weekend. So thank you everybody so much for joining. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Get some good foods. Maybe make yourself some homemade pizza if you got the means to do so. And drink some good old water. Hydrate. And yeah. I don't know how to end this. My brain is just, it's melted. Wow, they weren't wrong when they said this was a love story. Love story between two gods. Huh, interesting. Anyways, until we meet again. Bye-bye.